Hello everyone. How you guys doing today? Today gonna be a special video of mine. Today I'm not gonna break down individual teams. Today I'm not gonna break down individual squad and do squad analysis like you have seen in the previous videos of mine. Today I'm gonna talk to you about entire continent. Yes, African continent. This is, I mean, I was going through stats. This is the record number of presence of African team in this World Cup. Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia, Ghana, Ivory Coast, South Africa, Kobo, DR Congo, who came through playoffs. It's been incredible in futures. Look, uh, I personally feel the African teams bring a different flavor to the World Cup matches itself. What happened in 2022, what happened in 2010, 2014, any story you pull out, you will find an African team who always punch above their weight. We should not go long back, right? We should just see what happened in 22 World Cup, Morocco. Oh my God, what a brilliant run. No one could believe it. I was like, what? They defeated Spain, Portugal, and they defeated Belgium in group, Croatia, draw. I mean, it was incredible. Incredible. So we're gonna break down what to expect out from whole African as a continent. Let me talk about what this team gonna bring in front of us. So let's get started with Morocco itself. So how I categorize myself is I'm going to talk to you about key players, and I'm going to talk to you about what are the things that we should be looking forward, and some key battles to expect, right? And realistic expectations. Okay, I have segregated my thought on based on that. So key players for Morocco. I think this is in most of the. I mean, these names are very common in a lot of people's name because these are world class players. Ashraf Hakimi, arguably the best right back in the planet right now, who won two back to back Champions League, who won Liga, and potential. I mean, they are currently crowned AFCON champion. I don't know what. I love Africa. I love Africa. So we have Ashraf Hakimi, the captain. Yasin Bono, brilliant World Cup last year. Brahim Diaz, they tried their level best to pull him out from Spain because he have dual citizenship, Spain and Morocco. So they brought him back, and what a Afcon he had, right? Except that stupid penalty that he tried to Penenka Mendy at the final. So okay, it happens to a lot of them, so that's fine. Then there is Sufyan Amrabat, of course. Will he be the same player or no? That's another thing to watch out for. And this, remember, Morocco is the first African team to reach the World Cup semi-final, and you have seen what fashion they got into it, right? Expectations are much higher with this team now because they have broken the realistic bar, and we have definitely seen in this edition of African Cup of Nations that this was not one off. They are there to win it, and they are arguably the best balanced squad there in Africa for sure. The strongest defense. I mean, they have everything covered. And look, the key battles for me is always anyone against Ashraf Hakimi. So elite wingers, pull any elite wingers. You put. Yeah, I know Mbappe doesn't play winger anymore. You put Usman Dembele. You put what he did with um, what he did with the what in the first leg. What he did with Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, with PSG, right? I mean, that was incredible. Sorry, with Bayern, sorry, Bayern wingers. He gave good performance in the first leg. Second leg, he was not available. Uh, and first leg, he rounded off pretty early, I guess, but that's fine. But realistic expectation of mine is them to easily reach another quarterfinal. At least that's a realistic expectation. If they don't do it, they are. I mean, we are missing out on a great team then for sure. But problem with Morocco this time is that um, they have uh, they, I mean they have changed their coach. Their coach is different now, and that gonna raise a lot of eyebrows because previous coach, I forgot his name, he did brilliant job with this team, billions and billion. So, and remember, Morocco conceded only one goal from opponent in the history of 2022 World Cup run. One goal. So now let's move to Senegal. Senegal, things are straightforward here. Again, potential AFCON champion or not champion, I don't understand. But yeah, my boy Nickel Jackson, Smile Assar, Koulibaly, Edward Mendy, and of course my boy Mane. He's brilliant, and his characteristic, his leadership is outstanding. So this team is very physical, athletic, difficult to play against for sure. One of the deepest squad of Africa, hands down. Experience. I mean, the experience is all over this pitch. I mean, in this team, they are they have experience in AFCON, they have experience in World Cup. So I mean, most of the players of Senegal, they are playing in elite leagues, they are playing in very crucial positions. So lot to expect out from this team. So my realistic expectation, if you want any African team to go ahead, it will be Senegal or Morocco, because both of them have a very balanced squad. So let's talk about, again, for me, quarterfinals is definitely on the card with this team, and let's see how things will reach up, because 2002, if you remember, they have reached quarterfinals, and into 2022, the previous World Cup, they reached a round of 16. So let's hope they deliver even better this time around. And my boy Salah, Egypt, of course, the key players, Omar Mamouche, Mohamed Emri, Salah, of course. What a stacked front line they had, and not apart from them, you won't find a lot of great names in it. This is first World Cup appearance with Salah still, who is at still at top level. Everything revolves around Mohamed Salah and Mamouche. Straightforward. Attack stronger than previous Egyptian generation, no doubt in that. So we have to be, uh, if this team has to do anything better, Mohamed Mahmoud Salah has to click for sure. The key battles is of course Salah with elite fullback and Mamouche with elite fullback. That's on the card. Realistic expectation, keeping my bias aside, they should they should at least reach round of 16 for sure. And remember, Egypt are AFCON most successful nation with seven titles. Seven title. That's for nothing, right? Then there is Algeria. In Algeria, definitely you're gonna see my boy Riyad Mahrez, Mohamed Omaru, and Ismail Banner, one of the most technical gifted African side, especially if you talk about in winger section. Dangerous in transition, of course, can beat strong team with consistency. That will be a question for sure. The key battles, of course, Riyad Mahrez with his creativity. Now I have seen Riyad Mahrez has been more involved in creating the. I mean, that's great, right? Again, realistic expectation, at least they should end up in round of 16. At least they should be coming third in the group. So 32 round of 32 round of 16, at least they should try to reach it. Algeria score 4 goals against Germany in infamous 2014 round of 16 trailer, if you guys remember. So let's see if they can repeat anything like that, because next team on the fifth position is Ivory Coast. The Sebastian Haller, Simon, Frank Casey, great players, right? And they are previous AFCON champions. I mean, in 2026, 4, 24, I guess, 24, 23, previous edition before Morocco and Senegal. I don't know who is officially having that the title on them. Um, you're definitely gonna find a lot of blend with youth and experience. Confidence is great, and top battle will be definitely with Sebastian Haller. If he's fit, that's again a big question, right? If he's fit, then he's gonna be a good attacking force moving forward. Realistic expectation, at least they should reach round of 32. Let's see how they gonna come around that, because yes, AFCON champions 2023, and that's be and definitely the especially the way they came back after almost getting eliminated in group stage of that very competition. So all the best, Ivory Coast. Then there are Black Stars, Ghana, of course, Mohamed Kudus, Thomas Partey, and Semenyo. What a player Semenyo is, right? I remember watching his goal against Chelsea in FA Cup final, so it was brilliant. Again, the key battles are straightforward. Kudos and Semenyo against the defenders, but this team, it's more. We should have very straightforward expectation. They should, I mean, a lot of them have, the bookkeepers have them exiting in group stage. At least if things click and if individual brilliance progress, they should be in round of 32. But let's see how things will progress. Then there is Tunisia. You have Shirik, you have Makini, and that I mean, those are slightly unknown quantity to me for sure, but definitely they are very organized and very hardworking midfield they have. Usually they keep games close. They don't. You won't find Tunisia losing 9-0, 10-0, 8-0, 7-0. So they know how to defend. So Tunisia special key battle is Tunisia defense versus attacking heavyweights like France or maybe Argentina or Germany, right? So let's see. Uh, Expectations are straightforward. Group stage is what I expect, and there is South Africa. Bufana, right? I cannot forget that Shabalala's goal 2010. That's a very. I remember watching a first World Cup match 2006, only final, and I just fell in love with Zidane then. And I felt very bad when he was sent off. And again, in penalties, we never know if he was there as well, right? Destiny had it, Italy won it, but yeah, William is a good shout out. Tobivo is a good shout out there, and this will be their first appearance after 2010. Defensive structure is good for this team, and again, a huge understock story. The key battle will be from William against the world class forward. So how he gonna set himself? So that will be a good thing to watch. And expectations are group stage, but never know. This is World Cup; they can surprise. And at the ninth spot there is Cabo, and this is slightly, I mean, imagine this: a population of 60,000, 600,000 people making their World Cup debut. One of the biggest stories of qualification. Seriously, you have players like Ryan Mendes, Bebe, doing exceptionally well. So realistic expectation is to have good competitive group stage performance, and let's see how tournaments will unfold after that. A small African nation never qualified for World Cup, so thanks to this 48 team, they were able to do it. And at last and final, there is DR Congo, who came through after a brilliant playoff. And then you have Visa, of course, the Newcastle man, and we have Mbeba, key names here, and huge talent pool this team has. The first World Cup appearance is 1974. That's a huge. Potentially, they should give good defensive performance, and if one or two times they get good counter attack, then you can back on Visa to complete good chances here. And real then most likely I have this ranked. T- I mean, which team will progress the most? Of course, Morocco, Senegal. I'm gonna keep them both at the first place. So either of them is easily quarters at least. Then Ivory Coast, Egypt, and Algeria, and Ghana if they can click. Definitely, those are my top five. And hopefully, again, this team of Africa, they are built different. They are the best team there is. So hoping for them to entertain us. And thank you so much. I remember Didier Drogba, from Chelsea at 2010 playing with Ivory Coast. What great memory, and Morocco being Morocco in 2022. So a lot of expectation with this team, and as I told you earlier, brilliant players are playing from Africa in brilliant teams, key players. So hopes are high, and hopefully it's about time a team from Africa or team from Asia should lift a cup. And now the talent pool of every country is getting stronger, and especially when you see this big names, players from such kind of countries coming and performing on the bigger stage, right? Who's Coruscalia? He comes from Georgia, not even qualified, right? Look, our Liverpool goalkeeper number one, who comes, Georgian captain, he comes from Georgia, not even at the World Cup. They are raining fire in huge competitions. So, and player of the tournament of Champions League or Scalia. So, yeah, I'm hoping for a good entertainment from African team. See you till next time.